like them to introduce themselves to us. So please, my guest, will you please like to introduce yourself to us?
Yes.
So please, starting from my immediate right.
Okay, so my name is Michael Darrison.
I go by the name of Chelsea from Bassett.
I am Sylvia, and I am Tamale.
Okay, so thank you. I hope you are ready for today's program.
Yes.
So today we'll be discussing on child marriage. So we know that here in Ghana, child marriage is a major issue. What are your contributions on child marriage? What is early child marriage?
So thank you very much for this question. Child marriage. This refers to the activities of marrying children usually under the ages of 18 without their consent.
Okay, so any adult.
Yes, and to add up to what Martin so said, child marriage can also be marrying off children at a tender age, and Ghana here that is below 18. So even between the ages of 0 to 18, children are being married off, which is not a good practice.
Okay, so how prevalent is early child marriage in your community? And has it changed over the years?
No.
Okay, so I'd like Miss Sylvia to help us with one of the causes of early child marriage.
Thank you very much for that question. One of the causes of early child marriage is poverty. When parents don't have much money to take care of their children, they find them as burden and they can't take care of them well. So they find it that they should marry them off. Like if they marry them off to a much richer man who will pay the dowry plus more money, they will get more in profit. So they don't find it as a bad thing to send their female children on early child marriage.
To add up to what Sylvia is saying, if poverty is the cause of child marriage, then you can say that parents when they are not financially stable, they give out their children to be married. For example, a girl is, let's say, 15 years of age, not up to the age to marry, and the parents don't have the money to cater for their child. They can give their child out to a rich man so that they will have the money.
Moreover, usually in families where there are a lot of children to cater for example, in a family of 10 children, if the parents cannot cater for all these children and they have girls among them, they will be tempted to marry off maybe some of the girls so that they can get some bride price, which sometimes is money, to cater for the rest.
Okay, so is there any cause of child marriage again apart from poverty?
Yes. One other cause of child marriage is child betrothal, in the sense that children are married off even before they are born. For example, if there are people in some communities where they can get married even when the woman is pregnant, they already know the husband or the wife of the certain child. So that is what I think about child betrothal.
And to add up to what Michael said about this child betrothal, Mrs. Fatma, if you're not going to be hypocritical about this issue, some of us here, our aunties and mothers, some of them, and some people already knew their husbands to be before they were even married off to them.
Yes, we can see that in some communities, if a woman is pregnant, immediately they hear a cry of a baby and they say, baby girl. The people will quickly send money to their parents and they will tell them that they have a little son, so if they want them, if they grow up so that they'll marry each other. We see that in our communities, right?
Yes.
So any other cause?
Another cause of child marriage is economic pressure. Economic pressure. Let's say in a family, there are a family contains 20 people, and the head of the family can't cater for all of them, and there are many females among all of them. So the head of the family will just give them out for, let's say, to get support to take care of the family.
To add up to what Rashida just said about the economic support. Economic support is a very major cause of child marriage, in a sense that if in a family of, let's say, 20, the father is not financially stable, he has to provide everything for the child, more especially the girl child. Let's say the children all the 20 children are girls. The father have to provide in a month. Each child will take 1 percentage part each. So it will be from the father will not know what to do, so he would like to take maybe half of the children who are mature to marry off to the people, to some people to give money.
Another cause of early child marriage is gender inequality, in the sense that nowadays, in Ghana nowadays, many children, the world favors boys more than girls. So in culture where they say girls are supposed to be in the kitchen, they don't go to school. So the boys know the effects of child marriage and the girls don't. So even if, because they don't know the effects of child marriage, they don't find a need. Why shouldn't I be married early when all my friends are married? Is it I'm not beautiful? They don't see that I'm not supposed to be married. What my friends are even doing is wrong. So they find it like entertaining to get married at a very early age.
Not only that, but on the issue of economic pressures, as Mateso and Sylvia were enlightening us on, in Ghana here we have extended families, and in these extended families, parents usually don't take care of only their children. They are looking at their brothers and sisters' children. So when this happens, usually they have a lot of so many children to take care of. So sometimes they end up having family meetings to make decisions to be able to marry off the girls so that they can support the family.
Okay, so thank you for your suggestion. I'd like us to move to the effects. So, how does early child marriage affect the rights and well-being of children involved in it?
Thank you for this question. The first point I can mention is serious health implications. Let's say the girl has been given out to a rich man to marry just for money. Then the girl is pregnant and the girl is not at the age of giving birth. If the girl is about to deliver during labor, the girl can have serious health implications, like maybe the girl will not be able to give birth again, or the girl might die due to certain complications. So this early child marriage leads to serious health implications.
To add up to what Rashida, my colleague here, just said on serious health implications, when the girl child is married off at a very early age, aside getting pregnant and not being able to deliver, there can be serious health implications because the man can marry her and not take care of her needs very well, like sanitary pads, toothbrush, these petty things. The man won't buy them for her. So imagine a girl uses a sanitary pad, instead of disposing it, she washes it and uses it again, and uses it consistently for like 3 months before it tears and wears off. Won't it give her serious implications?
Yes, so we see that even in our communities, if a child is married off at a young age, he or she, like when people are to marry and then they go for the genotypes to do the test and all those things, because the child is too young, she doesn't know about those things. She'll just go into the marriage like that, and then she'll later suffer in the near future. So yeah, Miss Manting, so what do you have for us?
So another major effect of child marriage is violation of children's rights. Violation of children's rights, such as right to education. A child can be denied of his or her education for being forced into child marriage.
Moreover, on the issue of violation of children's rights, when children are married off at a tender age, they tend to lose some of their privileges that they would have had as children, married children, in the sense that when, for example, if a young girl is being married off at a tender age, things that she could do, like to play around, she can't do those things again because now she has responsibilities as a wife.
Okay, so any other?
Yes. So one of the other effects is limited personal development. When children are married off at a tender age, they tend not to develop their careers, that is their future goals and aims in life. For example, when children or a female child is married off at a tender age, she might have to drop out from school because she'll be a wife now. She has to be cooking for the husband and all other wife responsibilities. So when she does this, she cannot further her education to achieve what she wants to become.
So it seems that Michael is talking like he's talking from experience, or he has ever seen something like that. So can you, any of you, share a story or example of an individual who have overcome, like who have gone through this kind of things?
Oh yes, and when we were children, I remember once my mother sent me to the village. Then when we went there, there was this my friend, very happy. Like why? Then she told me that she's getting married. The man is very rich, and this. But now she's in Kayayo. She went to Accra just last 2 years, and then I don't even know where she is now. Even now I'm in JJ Street, but she has not furthered her education or done what the man promised.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
Well, so in essence, what you are trying to say is that you all had the same opportunities, but because she was unfortunately given off, now you are about to realize your dream of getting quality education, and she has not been in it. So do you think it is actually a sad situation?
Yes.
Oh, then we are sorry for that, your friend.
Okay. And another major effect of child marriage is
Any story? Because I can remember that one of my friends, because of her cultural tradition, she was forced to marry an old man that she doesn't even know. And then now she's not even in Ghana as we talk right now. She's in a different country because of her cultural tradition. So I think that cultural tradition is also impacting more harm. It brings more harm to the child marriage. Yes. So, Ms. Mantin, so what do you have to say about that?
So, and with the cultural practices and traditions, usually in the north here, men are, or boys are usually favored more than girls. So usually when it comes to things about education, they put boys first. The boy must go to school, but the girl should stay and learn how to become a wife material. So because of these practices, female children usually are married off at a tender age because they have been taught for that one.
Okay, so like from what you've said, I can see that here in my community too, like most of us, we the girls, they ask us not to go out in the evening, but the boys or the men, they can go out. And then even one time, my friend in school said that in his house, a woman cannot go out or a female cannot go out in the evening. But if you are a male, you can even go out and stay there and no one will ask of you. Is it right? Why should we perform gender inequality?
No, it isn't right because we are in an era where they talk of gender equality. So if it is not good for females to go out, why should it be good for males to go out? So I think that issue should be looked over again.
Okay, so now let's move to the effects. What are some of the effects of early child marriage?
So thank you very much for this question. One major effect of child marriage is physical and emotional harm, in a sense that if a child has been married off, she has to start performing some responsibilities that are not meant for her. Responsibilities such as washing, cooking, and others. So if the child doesn't perform these responsibilities, he or she, the man will feel like, why would I bring a wife to the house and the wife will not do what I want her to do for me?
To add up to what Martinso said on serious health implications, when the girl child is married off, the man doesn't see her at a young age rather. The man doesn't see her as his wife. He rather sees her as maybe a young girl he has married. So he starts beating her and doing like if she's too small, and because of how small her hands are and how big the mobile stick is, she's not able to clean the ground very clean like how he wants it. He will just insult her parents, say she's useless and all that. It can send her mentally insane.
Okay, so we've done very well so far. Let's go on a quick breather and we'll be right back.